Such a fantastic presentation and clapping for them. Now I would like to call Venus Group and their topic name is World War II. So I welcome to them. You come here and describe your topic.
Start with the greatest name of Allah who is the most merciful and merciful. My respectable teachers and fellows, Assalamu alaikum. We are assigned the World War II. It belongs to Venus Group, me Aisha, Sir Gulzado, Sir Hatam and my master. ये जंगों जंग में मारे गए वो काफिले जो मोहब्बत के भूखे थे, हम नस्व नस के शिकार हुए, वो लम्हे जो रात के भूखे थे. World War II was conflict between 1937 to 1945 that involved all the major countries. It was the most destructive war in the history and millions of the people were killed. They are not the people. They were father, they were mothers, they were children, they were lovers, they were children and companions. So next I would like to ask for further topic Sir Gulzado.
Assalamualaikum guys. A great word says that a pere panda kandya. Pere panda kandya ta pere na panda chaliyo ta godan bhar git kandya ta godan git kana chaliyo ta chela bhar churandya. Chela churan chaliyo ta tine bhar tirandya ta tine tiran chaliyo ta akhil bhar indya ta milen ta milandya ta na ta bore jam jasam ka. So as you know that our topic is the World War II. So Ma'am Aisha defined the intro of World War II. Now it's the time to define the background and the causes of World War II. That why it happened and what are the reason of World War II. So the main cause and the first cause of World War II is militarism. After World War I, the Japan make a huge military cause. According to thinking of Japan, if there is a country who has a huge army, it is the superpower country in the world. Second one is the humiliation. German after World War I, Germany humiliated by the allied powers like Britain and France. Third one is dictatorship. Everybody know that about Mussolini and Adolf Hitler. They were the dictator of Hitler is a German dictator of Germany and Mussolini is a dictator of Italy. So fourth one and the main causes of World War II is the Treaty of Versailles. This treaty happened in 28 June 1919. In this treaty there is a called Paris Peace Conference. In that conference there were 32 countries. And there were big 5 countries: Britain, Russia, China, France, Poland, and USA. They were a big 5 countries in that Treaty of Versailles. Now, that treaty imposed to Germany. That treaty totally imposed to Germany that there were some points. Point number 1. World War I just happened because of Adolf Hitler. Germany. So Germany lost 3 main territorial areas. First one is the Saar Basin. Second one is there is another second one, and third one is the Rhine Valley. Second one point is the Germany lost their colonies. First one is the Burundi, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Togo, Cameroon, and Namibia. Germany lost these colonies in that Treaty of Versailles. Number 4 point is the Germany lost. There was another point that Germany should not make a military. Germany should not make weapons. These and also the League of Nations. Actually, League of Nations totally failed, but League of Nations also discussed in that treaty. Now we are actually in World War there was the world divided in two parts: Allied power, Axis power. In Allied power, there is a Britain, France, Poland, Greece, China, and there is a question arise in your mind that why should not Russia? Actually, in Russia there was a revolution. That's why Russia should say that I will not become part of this treaty. So in Axis power, there were just three countries: Japan, Italy, and France. In 1922, when Japan made a huge military, Japan attack on China city Manchuria. It is the city of China. Japan attack on that city of Manchuria. 1935, Japan attack on Ethiopia. In 1935, Germany sent his army in a border of France. Actually, in a Treaty of Versailles, it is totally defined that there is not Germany has authority to send his army in the border of France. But in 1935, Germany sent his army. In 1936, a civil war started in Namibia, in Spain, by the help of Adolf Hitler and Mussolini. In 1937, Japan attack on China. 1938, Germany attack on Austria, and within 2 days, Germany won that war. In 1938, Germany attack also on Czechoslovakia. In 1939, the day when happened the World War II. 1939, Germany attack on Poland, and that was the historical and bad day. We can say bad day in the history. When Germany attack on Poland, then there was an agreement between Poland and the Great Britain and France. There is any attack any country, there should be retaliation to both other countries, because it is a part of an agreement between Poland, the Great Britain, and France. In 3 September 1939, the Great Britain and France declare war against Germany, and after this declaration, there was another countries like Romania, Hungary, and Bulgaria that was become a part of Axis power. In 1941, Germany attack on Yugoslavia. And after this attack, 70% Europe is under of Germany. And 7 December 1941, when Japan attack on base of USA SAR basin, and that was a huge mistake of Japan. Now I would like to call my partner with these lines. A great poet said that जिनकी हिम्मत हिमालय का ऊंची हुई, जिन तारों को तारीख लो दे चले, जिनकी हिम्मत हिमालय का ऊंची हुई, जिन तारों को तारीख लो दे चले, जिनकी हिम्मत हिमालय का ऊंची हुई, जिनके लफ्जन सा फौलाद फाटी पवन, जिनके लफ्जन सा फौलाद फाटी पवन, जिनके सोचन जा अणखोट हुजन सिलसिला ऐं सिलक खां फिक्र तो वडे फासला, हाँ ज़बां सां ज़िक्र में करे ज़लज़ला, सिंध ॼणंदी अचे रोज़ अहिड़ा बचा, सोन जहिड़ा सचा, खीर जहिड़ा अच्छा, सोन जहिड़ा सचा. So Mr. Hatam.
Assalamu alaikum to all my friends and respectable teachers. Now I will continue the topic. In 1942, when
when American force advanced change to the island of Japan in 1942, America invade all islands of Japan because in 1941 when Japan attacked on a Pearl Harbor naval base of USA, that's why America entered in the World War II. So in 1943, Italy lost the war from Britain. In 1942, USA and Japan and Britain's declared war on Germany. That's or in 1945. Germany surrenders. That's why Adolf Hitler committed suicide. But Japan was still in war. That's why USA attacked on 6 August 1945 on Hiroshima with a little boy, and on 9 August 1945 attack with a fat boy on Nagasaki. This was the end of World War II. Now I would like to call Mr. Aswab.
Assalamualaikum. I start with the great name of Allah. I enlighten my topic with the light of literature. How literature impact on how war impact on the literature. It is saying that everything fear and love and war means war has no rules and regulations. Politicians, kings, and the Democrats and technocrats has taken their decisions, and the army only followed them. They don't use their mind and soul. They only obey the commands given by the politicians. So here that's why the writer is the person who depict all the writer is the mirror of that era, that time. In the war time, people faces so many difficulties and miseries. So that at that time they have need a type of person who put the ointment on their injuries, and just like Christ. So at that time they need a Christ. A writer is just like a Christ who put the ointment of through their writings and their autobiographies. They write their experiences on their novels and stories. So writer is a person who drawn their experiences to examine themes like democracy, power, and human behavior, which are under the pressure of stress. And partly although proceeding the similar issues like unpredictable issues like realism, and writer drawn at that time the literature of USA. The literature of USA matured, and the American poets do their impressive work after the World War II. And in the World War II, they have in World War II the journalism and wartime memories. They are drawn. They exhibited the situation and exhibited the new stability and clarity in their writings. So here I discuss only a few books. They are sir, can I stop? 46 Hershey writes in 1946. Hershey writes the Valley and Hiroshima, and he writes that and when the America threw the atomic bomb on the Hiroshima, how the flesh of the women melted from the bones and the bone become ash. It is a very painful moment for the people who depicted by the writers. Here I discuss with you some books. These are written between the war and after the war. The Walk in the Sun, The Warrior, The Eternity, The Beaches Run Silent, The Run Deep, The Case 22, and the Gallery, and the warriors, the last conquer. These are the major books and best-selling books. Best-selling books of at that time. They showed the writers' craftsmanship and efforts and their experiences. Those who write in their books. Okay, madam.
Question.
What was the cause of World War II?
Actually, ma'am, I also defined that there was some causes like dictatorship, humiliation, and also that Germany humiliated by the Allied powers, and there was a main reason of Treaty of Versailles. Treaty of Versailles. There were 5 points. There were 5 points which are imposed to Germany that you have to accept. First, Germany lost 3 main territorial area. Germany lost colonies like Burundi, Rwanda, Burundi, Tanzania, Cameroon, and also Namibia. That was the causes of World War II. And when Adolf Hitler came in power, and then he said that I have to take revenge.
What are the 5 facts? What are the 5 facts of World War II?
What are the
5 facts World War II.
Facts.
There were a lot of facts. And what kind of fact do you want to
Tell us some, sir.
Tell us 5 facts of World War II. If I tell you, so it means I tell you.
Germany also attacked a lot of countries. Germany, there were 11 million people died during the World War. And
He's not talking about a fact, he's talking about facts. Hold on, he's talking about facts.
I'm going to define that.
He's not talking about what kind of the effects you got. Try to understand the question.
Sir, which was the longest battle of World War II?
Between the Great Britain and Germany. When Germany and Italy both attack on Britain, that was the largest.
Which country was winner of World War II?
Inspired in World War II. How many countries fight?
One by one.
How many countries fight in World War II?
Actually, there were a lot of countries. That time the world divided into 2 parts: Allied power and Axis power. In Allied power, in the starting, there was the Russia, there was the Poland, Greece. There was the Greece and France, and also Britain. That was a part of the Allied power. In Axis power, there were just 3 countries, like Italy, Germany, and Japan.
Okay, Venus group. Who was the black woman in the military during the World War II?
Who was the
Black woman in the military during the World War II.
that was the Eva Braun.
There was a
Eva Braun.
Eva Braun.
The wife
Which
of
country played the biggest role?
One by one, yes.
There is a hard question, but one by one.
Hold on, yes, hold on. One by one, yes. Ask.
My question is,
Sir, what were the turning points of World War II?
When Germany and Italy both attack on the Great Britain 1941, that was the turning point of World War II, because that was the first turning point of World War II. Second one, that is when Germany called their army back. That was the second turning point. And 7 December 1941, when Japan attacked on USA.
Which law?
One by one.
Which law of World War II? Which was laws of World War II? Yes sir, जंग के laws कौन से थे?
One by one.
What is the role
सर मेरा सवाल है.
in World War II?
Repeat your question.
What is the role of Roosevelt in World War II? Roosevelt.
Okay, Venus group. Why did America end up fighting
Actually, when Germany, there was a country, there was a 1941, when Japan attacked on American base harbor. That was the reason that is in a retaliation America attack on Japan.
Yes.
And that Japan, America become a part of.
Others should give the answers. Yes.
If the World War II incident of World War II never happened in history, so what do you think? What the circumstances of the world?
There should not have become a lot of colonies. Like also I give you example. Pakistan, I think so. I think actually there are a lot of writers that they wrote that they was not World War II. Then the Paris again should not become a state to Britain.
Who won the World War? Who won the World War?
Other participants.
Who won the World War II? Allied powers. Allied powers. In Allied power there are a lot of countries. There were two main countries, the Great Britain and USA.
Who played the biggest role in World War II? Which country played the biggest role in World War II?
France and Germany.
France, Germany, and the Britain.
I have a question. Sir, we have a question.
Which country lost the most life in World War II?
Which country?
Most life in World War II.
Every country, they are participated.
Most of the deaths.
Belarus.
No, it's
22 million people were died in Belarus.
Nazi party lost the most
No,
lives.
Belarus.
No.
You are smarter than Google.
Yes.
The smart books are written by the men.
I have a smart question. I have a smart question. May I ask, sir?
Yes, Imran. Imran.
Sir, my question to Hatta. Adolf Hitler killed 2 million people. Even he got the Nobel Peace Prize. Why? In the 1920, I'm going to explain. Sir, actually, Adolf Hitler got prize in 1939.
Okay.
Sir, actually,
Last question. Just hold on.
sir, I'm going
What was the basic profession of Adolf Hitler?
And he belongs to army.
He was?
Belongs to army.
No. Before that he was doing. What was he doing?
He was a doctor.
He was a postman.